Angular JS. So in this session we are going to see scope object. Scope object, it is used to store the application data as well as the function. In this session we are going to see scope object. So what is scope object? uh, Scope object, it is used to store the application model. So so let's see in an Angular JS application. Already I have created an Angular JS application named ANGS just to save time. So in this, go to web app. Underneath you create a lib folder, and in this lib folder I have placed all the Angular JS files, right? And I created index.html, and then in this title element I have given the value scope, $symbol scope, and then I created div element. In this ng-app attribute is assigned with let me explain it later. Now one more file I have created apart from index.html, that is ang-demo.js Angular JS file. So it's a Angular so I have created a module named ang-demo.js. So in this you can see the module ang-demo, that's a module I have created, and inside this I have created the controller named, the controller name is ang-ctrl, right? So in this I just this controller constructor is here, and here for this constructor I pass in the scope object, right? So with this scope object I'm gonna see scope dot, you can we can give any we can create any variable. So I just give a variable named capital, right? So this capital, it is we can call it as a variable or model, all right? So this scope, it is an object and it is used to store the application model, all right? In other words, it is used to store the application variable, right? Here you can, so here scope dot capital, this capital, it represents you can give any text, any name, so it is a variable, or in other words it is a model, all right? So I'm going to assign the value for this. So the value is Chennai, okay? And then one more scope. So again this this capital can be called as a variable, model, or property, all right? So for it's a property that exists in scope object, right? The name of the property is capital, okay? Or you can say it is a variable that exists in scope object, or you can say that it's a model that exists in scope object, right? So it is named as capital, okay? Again one more property or variable or model I'm going to create, that is I am going to name it as state. Okay, and here I just give Tamil Nadu. So that's it. So I go to index.html. Here what I do, I create a div element in this data-ng-app attribute. It is used to so it is used to initialize the Angular app, right? So the module name is ang-demo, that's what we have created, that's what it's been created, that is assigned to ng-app attribute, okay? And then data-ng- controller, it holds the controller name that we have created, ang-ctrl. Go to ang-demo.js file, you can see the controller named ang-ctrl, okay? That is, so that is assigned here, that is assigned to the data-ng- controller attribute. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the two braces just to display the variable that we have created in angdemo.js file. So just to display this variable on the view page, I'm gonna use the double braces, two braces. Okay, within this I just give the name of the variable. So here the name of the variable is capital that exists in scope object. So I just copy this capital and paste it here. Okay, that's it. And one more variable, that is state, that exists in scope object. So I would like to uh, project this variable on the project the value of the variable on the view page. So I use the two braces. Within this two braces I give the name of the variable state. Okay, so when the application gets executed on the view, you can see, I mean we can see the capital name as well as the state name on the view page. That is, the capital name is Chennai and the state name is, capital name is Chennai and the state name is Tamil Nadu, right? That we can see it on the view page. So if I give any other name here, then that will be displayed on the view page. Okay, so I'm going to run this. Let's see. See, you can see the name of the page is scope, because we have given the title element is given the value scope. Okay, that's the reason you can see there. And then you can see the value Chennai, right? Chennai. And then you can see the value Tamil Nadu. How come? So here I have given within two braces, I have given capital. So it comes from this capital, it's a variable in scope object. All right, this capital is assigned with Chennai. This capital is assigned with the value Chennai. Okay, that's the reason you can see Chennai. Okay, and then for Tamil Nadu, go to index page. Here I have given within the two braces state. So state, it is a variable that exists in scope object, and this state is assigned with the value Tamil Nadu. That's the reason you can see Tamil Nadu on the view page. All right, so in this session we have seen what is scope object, all right, and how we make use of it in the AngularJS application. So scope object, it is used to store the application model, all right, and scope object, it can hold a method. All right, it can hold a method. So that's for the session. Thanks for watching. Bye.